With more and more people choosing to live a meat-free lifestyle, and more companies coming out with meat alternatives, one has to wonder if vegetarians and vegans are onto something. Yes, humans are omnivores, which means that we evolved to eat both plants and animals. But Seventh-day Adventists are vegetarians and are some of the longest-lived people on planet Earth. One has to wonder, is eating meat bad for you? That's the question we are asking right now on Life's Biggest Questions. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that asks the fundamental questions of life. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and if you're new here, why don't you hit that subscribe for more daily head scratchers, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for checking out another one of our videos. You should definitely stick around until the end of the video where we respond to users' comments. The question, is eating meat bad for you? Is a tricky one. It really depends on a lot of things. What kind of meat you're eating, whether or not the meat you're eating is packed full of hormones, things like that. There have been many studies done on the health concerns of eating meat by very reputable institutions, but I encourage you to wait until the end of the video so you can hear both sides of the argument. The World Health Organization declared in 2015 that processed meat was a carcinogen that increases the risk of colon or rectum cancer by 18%. According to Cancer Research UK, processed meat like salami, bacon, sausages, and hot dogs are classified as Group 1, and they definitely cause cancer. Red meats such as pork, beef, and lamb are classified in Group 2A, and there is a high chance that they cause cancer as well. Large studies in England and Germany showed that vegetarians were close to 40% less likely to develop cancer compared to meat eaters. Cancers like breast cancer, colon cancer, and prostate cancer. A 2014 study by Harvard found that even having one serving a day of red meat during your adolescence could result in a 22% higher risk of pre-menopausal breast cancer. So why does eating meat have such a bad rep nutritionally? Well, the answer is not exactly clear, but there's a few educated guesses. Number 1, meat doesn't have a lot of fiber and other nutrients that help protect against cancer. Number 2, meat contains animal protein and saturated fat, and oftentimes it contains carcinogenic compounds that are formed during the process of cooking. And number 3, meat contains hormones, which have been shown to increase the risk of cancer. But meat hasn't only been shown to cause cancer. It also causes some of the top killer medical conditions in the US, like strokes, diabetes, and heart attacks. Cardiovascular disease and heart attacks are the #1 leading cause of death in the US, and it's estimated that around 2,200 people die in the United States every single day from those diseases. Saturated fat is in all forms of meat, even the lean types like fish, turkey, and chicken. Meat is also known to make you fat. I mean, listen, if you like a booty, that is alright with me. I got a booty myself. But eating meat makes you 3 times more likely to be obese than a vegetarian, and 9 times more likely than a vegan. If you're looking to lose some weight, cutting out meat will definitely help you slim down. Vegans are anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds lighter than adult meat eaters. That being said, the regular consumption of moderate amounts of meat can help the average person lose weight. The root of chronic disease and obesity is sugar and refined carbs. Eating lean red meat and fish regularly stimulates the metabolism, and it also reduces cravings for things that do make you gain weight, sweets, and carbs. Yes, most vegans and vegetarians are skinny, but that doesn't mean that they have good immune systems. In order for your body to fight off illnesses, it needs to create antibodies, and that happens when humans consume a diet rich in amino acids. This is achieved by eating a few different types of meat several times a week. Our bodies need things like selenium, zinc, and omega-3 fatty acids, so in this respect, eating meat can actually save you from getting sick. I should also probably mention that eating meat increases your risk of foodborne illnesses like food poisoning. 48 million people suffer from food poisoning in the US every year, and beef is a top cause. If all this doesn't scare you fellas, consider this. There could be a link between eating meat and erectile dysfunction. According to the Erectile Dysfunction Institute, yes, that is a real thing, 90% of all causes of impotence are physical as opposed to psychological. It's not just in your head, it's what you're consuming. Obesity, diabetes, high cholesterol, prostate cancer, and hormonal imbalances are all things that are linked to eating meat that can definitely contribute to erectile dysfunction. So, is eating meat bad for you? Well, it really depends on what kind of meat you're eating and also who you're talking to. I've just told you about a ton of studies that were done that showed that meat is bad for you, but there are plenty of studies done that have shown that meat can also be good for you too. It is healthy to eat organic, grass-fed meat, but most people don't want to shell out a few extra bucks for a lean piece of chicken every time they want to have a barbecue. Most meat industry animals are pumped full of hormones to make them grow faster. They are fed pellets that are packed with those hormones, and cows that are injected with artificial hormones could very likely cause health risks for the humans that eat them. The reason why there are so many conflicting facts out there about meat is because the people who are suffering from heart disease, strokes, and diabetes are consuming not only meat, but sugar and carbs too. Humans consumed meat and only meat for 2 million years, and only in the last 10,000 years or so did we start consuming grains and legumes when the agricultural revolution happened. It's only in the last 10,000 years have we seen human brains start to shrink and develop diseases like obesity, cancer, diabetes, and heart problems. Humans are genetically programmed to consume meat, and our genome has changed less than 0.2% in the last 40,000 years, which means we are still genetically programmed to consume meat. This isn't an excuse, it's nature. All the diseases associated with food that are present today were not around when we were cavemen, living off diets of veggies, fish, nuts, seeds, fruits, and you guessed it, meat. It's the introduction of processed foods and sugars into our diet that has really affected human health. But as I said, it really depends on who you're talking to. What do you think? Is eating meat bad for you? Let us know down there in those comments. For now, I'm gonna respond to some comments from my last video on this channel. What if SCP-1865 was real? Jake Silencer said, new voice. Me, confused screaming. Hey Jake, I can tell you're new here. I've been a host on Life's Biggest Questions for 2 years now. Where you been? Fright Night TV said, I want more Charlotte, plus SCPs, or Charlotte Dobre doing anything really. Oh, stop it, you. Grace Husky said, I love this channel. Keep up the good work. You are the sweetest. I am so glad you like our content. Michael Mazzy said, hey, do you guys have a boss, or do you work for yourself? Of course we have a boss. 2 actually. There is definitely a mastermind behind Life's Biggest Questions. That is all for this video, and thank you for watching. If you want to keep watching, we put together a playlist for you with a bunch of videos that you also might like. And obviously, if you enjoyed your time here, why don't you leave us a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will see you in a future episode of Life's Biggest Questions.